What's up, everybody? Mark with Coffee and Toys here. It is Sunday. That means it is Retro Figure Review Day. And if you're unfamiliar with the channel, Sundays, I basically review a G.I. Joe figure anywhere from 1982 to 2016. I consider that the vintage to classic G.I. Joe reigns, basically meaning anything that's not classified series. And today on the channel, we are going back to 1992 near the tail end of A Real American Hero, and today on the channel we will be opening up and reviewing Duke version 3. Let's talk about it. But of course, before we get into all that, let's talk about the coffee you're drinking, because the coffee I'm drinking is from coffeebrandcoffee.com. That's right, coffeebrandcoffee.com. No frills, no fanciness, just simple, great coffee from a great American business. And they have cool gear too, like this hat. You can go and get this hat on their website at coffeebrandcoffee.com. Use the discount code Coffee&Toys. That's COFFEENTOYS, or use the link in the description down below. Now, as far as the coffee I am drinking out of my camping tumbler today, I am having their Roaster's Choice for the month of July. It is a light roast, and I'll make sure to throw it up here on the screen so you can check it out, what it is. I'm enjoying it. It's definitely, I'm normally a medium to dark roast kind of guy. This is a light roast, and it is very, very good. Got some darker notes. Even whenever I was pouring into my bin, normally those light roast are, obviously lighter in color, but this looks more medium, but it does say light on the bag, and I am enjoying it. So, coffeebrandcoffee.com. Get your coffee needs, get some cool gear, get some cool cups, whatever you need, use that discount code or the link down below. Now, with that being said, let's talk a little bit about this Duke action figure that I'm going to be unboxing today, because I had this Duke growing up, and this was always kind of like my version of Duke. As an adult, I did have the classic V1 Duke, but I remember the Duke from the Deke series, and that was this one. And I remember seeing this one on the pegs, thinking it was really cool, thinking the crazy gun he can set on, missile launcher he can set on, just really fun. But as far as this review is going to go, you're going to watch with me in real time. I'm actually going to display the figure in the package. We're going to talk about it a little bit, and then I'm actually going to open it up in real time. You'll see me opening essentially a figure for the first time in 30 plus years, and we'll see if that O-ring still held up. We'll talk about some of the other things going on with it, and yeah, with that being said, let's hop on over and check out Duke version 3. Okay, here we have it. G.I. Joe Real American Hero, number 1 in the 1992 series, Duke Master Sergeant. I believe this came out in 1992, like I mentioned. I think this is considered Series 11. So yeah, a couple quick things to note. Obviously, the first thing that's probably popping out at you is the free inside special edition Hall of Fame G.I. Joe Collector's Card Collect All 20. This is a very special version that we're opening today. This includes one of the trading cards from the Impel series of cards that came out in 1991. So in 1992, and specially marked G.I. Joe action figure packages, they put this sticker on it, and they included what they called a gold bordered G.I. Joe trading card. There were 10 G.I. Joes and 10 Cobras, I believe. I know there's 20 in all, it says so. I feel like one of them was a checklist though, but I'm not 100% sure. So with that being said, I was able to get this off of eBay, and I actually have a couple of these, so I'm not too worried about opening this one. This is actually a really nice card, by the way. But yes, so as you can see, we do have that special collector's card, Collect All 20, and I'm very excited. I'm pretty sure I know the one that's in here, but we won't know for sure until I open it. But yeah, I remember seeing this hanging on the pegs a lot as a kid. I've always been a fan of the digital blast in the background. I know older collectors like the fire blast. I like the digital one. It just I like how they constantly changed it over time. But yeah, and I also like this Duke because this reminded me, even more so than the Duke V4, even though it was pretty well off too. I mean, this is kind of the Desert Storm looking Duke, although he did have the crazy red, and that's not so much Desert Storm. V4s probably could be argued to be more Desert Storm. For those younger, Desert Storm was a war. Very short one, but it was a war. So yeah, we got his accessories up here in the package. He is number 1 in the series. Cannon shoots, battle stand included. Get to see assortment package he's part of. And yeah, spinning it around to the back, we do see this lineup. And again, I remember seeing most of these in my local Kmart and picking them up. Of course, got the likes of Destro, the Flak Viper, the Cobra Eel, the Fireflies, and of course your Joes, Gung Ho, General Flag, Wetsuit. And then your Special Forces, you got your Air Commandos, your Battle Commanders, the ones that talk, and your Ninja Force. You've got your Flag Point, Proof of Purchase, and then of course you've got your file card, Code Name Duke, Master Sergeant, file name Conrad S. Hauser, and then all that fun stuff. Yeah, I always loved these things, and I do miss file cards. Now, it does say 1991 down here. I think most G.I. Joes came out they'd start one year and then they'd end the other. Now, I believe this one did come out in 1992 because that's when they were including this special file card. But that all said and done. Look at this. Look how nice this is. I mean, this isn't too bad for 30-some years old. But we are going to open this right now. So let's get one final look at Duke. And yeah, I'm going to have to approach this carefully because I don't want to tear open. I don't want to risk messing up that card. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to stop from the upper side, like I tend to normally do. I'm going to just try to gently get this open. Very gently. I don't want to... And by the way, these trading cards are very hard to find now. If you find them online, they are not cheap. So, well, first things first. I believe part of this is already broken. I guess we'll find out when I'm all said and done. This plastic is well known. Yeah, there's little broken pieces of plastic I'll show you in a minute down here. So yeah, we're going to try to gently pull this away from the card as much as we can. Going very gently as to not disrupt that card that's in there any more than we have to. And there we go. Okay. All right. We can already tell the card is the Cobra Commander card. There is our... We'll just put that off to the side for a moment, and we'll go ahead and take Duke out. Ooh, that O-ring is loose. So let me go ahead and just dump the rest of the accessories out. So, oof. Yeah, there's even, I can even show you, there's still plastic inside here you can see from the accessories. I don't know what they use for this brown plastic, but yeah, it was rough. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can turn this down a little more so you can see what I'm dealing with here. Okay, so as you can see, we have got quite the mess. We do have the file stand, or the figure stand right here, and as you can see, oh, it even stinks. That's impressive. I can't remark exactly what the smell is, but it is not swell. So as you can see, you do have this device. This is his rocket launcher, and I believe, if memory serves me correctly, the seat goes on. That's the shooter, so this must be the base. I'm trying to remember how this works. But you do get here. So here's what we're dealing with. It's very, look at this. And it's disintegrating into my hands. Man. So here's the knife. Oh man, this is just so, this plastic, whatever they use, is not holding up well at all. I mean, take a look at that, folks. Here's the gun, and oh my gosh, oh, well, there you go, folks. 30 years, man. Just snapped in half, barely bent it, snapped in half. Whatever they use for this plastic is just gone. So yeah, this is supposed to be the base, and then I believe these were all supposed to be attached to it. Yeah, you can see how it's supposed to be, and all the legs have just fallen off. Wow, and it does have a horrendous smell. It is not fun. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to try to figure out how the seat goes on because I don't remember exactly. Let me see what the actual... all right, so if you can see right here, we do have tells you how to put it all together. So there we go. Seat attaches to the top. Oh, I forgot to mention, we do have the red missile. It fell off and rolled behind my camera. So this, I guess, is supposed to slide in here. Maybe. Gotta look at it again. It's been a while since I've did these. This says it should be at an angle. We'll open it up so we can actually see what it says. Fit launcher post into hole. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Man, I don't know what this plastic is, but it absolutely stinks. So yeah, it's basically supposed to go in something like this. Wow, I just threw that across the way. I don't know if I can get that in there. I don't think it goes this way because that's the launcher button. So let's do this. Let's see if, first of all, if the spring-loaded action feature works. Sounds good. So if I push the button on the back, let's just shoot Duke. Well, let's shoot Duke now. Perfect. So that works. That's good to know. And yeah, you're supposed to put that in here. That's where that should have went. Then it would have sat up high. His seat would have sat somehow like this inside here. At least that's what they want me to believe. Because it feels like it fits more this way, but that's not the correct way it goes. This plastic is just falling apart. Wow. Well, let's do this. Let's just slide all this out of the way, because man, that is unfortunate. Because the one other accessory we haven't gotten to yet is his helmet. Oh my gosh. Maybe we should talk about the figure first before he absolutely falls apart. So here's Duke. He's got some tight joints on him that have never been moved, but man, that O-ring is holding by a thread. I do like that he has on the bottom of his leg this boot knife. You can see the discoloration, though, starting on the arms. I mean, even up in the bicep area, you can see it as I spin it around. See how there's the discoloration in the bicep on the right side? I mean, it's just... It's a good thing I have a couple of these. And yeah, that's a tight elbow. I do like this face sculpt for Duke. I think that is a solid face sculpt. And speaking of that face sculpt, let's put this helmet on top of him. So there we go. You got Duke with his classic battle helmet on. Unfortunately, we can't give him any weapons. I always like the gun molded straight onto his chest. I like the flak vest. I love the red camo. I always thought it was so cool. And like I said, this was definitely a Duke that stood out to me. And of course, we look on the date stamp, made in China. And then over here, the actual date, 1991 Hasbro. So like I said, the 91 through 92 year was when this figure came out, Duke version 3. So there he is. Let's go ahead and plop him on the old figure stand. And there we go. We have Duke ready to rock and roll. So while we have him, let's talk about the trading card that comes with it. So like I said, this is indeed the Cobra Commander trading card, number 18. Let's go ahead and open up this 30-year-old tape. Trying to be as careful as we can. Maybe. There we go. That plastic's not lasting. So we pull this plastic off, and of course we have the Cobra Commander Impel Gold Border card, as you can see in my hand. I had the original. I have the entire Impel card set, but obviously with the regular card set that came out in 1991, they have white borders. And but I always loved it. I always thought it was so cool that they gave us this crazy picture of Cobra Commander with a fire behind him wearing his hood and just looking fantastic. Spinning it around to the back, you can see how these come out. Cobra Commander is the evil genius behind the creation of Cobra, as well as its financial schemes, arms deals, kidnappings, etc. He rules the terrorist organization with an iron fist, and his goal is nothing less than total world domination. He orchestrates revolutions and financial scams. He prefers to join in the fray and had a battle suit created for himself. Although he was usurped by the close aid for a brief period of time, he has returned to lead a full Cobra assault on the world. So very, very cool. Impel Marketing's logo down there. Got a little bit of missing right there, but that's okay. Like I said, I think these cards go from like $25 to $50 each on eBay, so kind of fun. Who knows? Maybe I'll give it away one day. Like I said, I already have one. But yeah, so that is number 18 in the card series. And of course, once again, we do get this, the Secret of the Dark Lagoon. Of course, this is what you could use your flag points for and buy things. We'll just, once again, we'll do a quick little look at it. See some of the things you could have bought. You could have got the hovercraft, the whale, the Skyhawk, the Cobra Sea Ray, the battle barge and jetpack, the martial arts unit of Jinx and Quick Kick, and of course the prices on the back, as you can see. Without flag points, $9.45, $33.70, $4.70, $7.45, $8.45, and $5. And then your shipping's over here on the other side. Such a, oh man, if we could just go back in time, right? So there we go. There's that. We've looked at that a few times, so we're going to put it away. And then, yeah, just our final look at Duke. Yeah, loose O-ring on this guy, but hey, that we all know how we replace that. We'll just take that screw out later and replace it. But let me know, did you like this video? Make sure you hit like if you did, because that really helps out the channel, lets me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. Drop a comment down below. Did you own this figure? What do you think of this figure? What do you think about this mess of just broken pieces all over the place? It really does stink. Every time I pick it up, I get another nostril full. But yeah, make sure you like the video. Drop a comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed. And with that said, I'm Mark. You've been watching Coffee with Toys, and I'll see you later.
Let's go.